Chapter 2. I rushed inside, slammed the door, and held it shut with my back to make sure it would stay closed even if a hurricane blew through the neighborhood. What the heck was out there? Those red dots were eyes, I think. But where was the body of whatever had stalked us? My heart raced. I tightly crossed my arms across my chest to help slow my rapid breathing. I couldn't think about it anymore. I'd drive myself crazy. We were safe at home now. Nothing to worry about here. But first, I deadbolted the door and made sure the blue curtain was covering the window in the door. Extra security never hurt anyone. I took a deep breath. Shelley and Mom were talking in the kitchen. They sure sounded excited. One last time, I shifted the blue curtain to the side and looked outside. Nothing. I shook my head and wandered into the next room. Mom had already started preparing for our annual lemonade stand and had a batch made for us to try. The best! Shelley threw her arms into the air after tasting it. The sweeter the lemonade, the more enthusiastic her reaction was. Shelley was always about the product, but me, I loved the planning and preparation. I was thinking of which snacks we should sell, cup sizes, and how much we should charge to maximize our cash. When we finished the first stand, our parents let us keep the money. We were allowed to buy whatever we wanted. I think I bought a few kazoos and some candy bars, maybe a board game. My sister ended up with some sort of stuffed monster or doll. Then Mom encouraged us to consider others instead of buying things for ourselves, like the cell phones we always asked for. So since the first stand, we donated the money to different causes. One year we let Shelley choose the charity, and we ended up giving the money to a local farm for Halloween hay rides. Because we donated, they gave us a free ride. Luckily for me, the hay rides weren't the haunted kind. This year we chose a group that gave toys to children in need during the holidays. Who wanted to be a kid that couldn't have toys? That seemed wrong to me. I tried a taste of the lemonade too. It was fine. I never loved the lemonade, but I loved the stand. It was time to go anyway. We had to get more supplies before it got too late. One last sip by my sister and we were off to the store. Mom, Shelley, and I strolled through the aisles of the grocery store. We had to get more of the mix and cookies and snacks that we thought would keep people at our stand. The saltier the snack, the more lemonade they needed to drink to quench their thirst. Maybe I actually was a businessman in the making. I wanted to raise more money than we'd ever had before. Records were about to be shattered. Our highest total so far was $64.50. We need to sell quite a bit of lemonade to beat it, but I had faith. When Shelley and my mom stopped at the deli counter, I left them to look around. I scanned the aisles, fresh fruit, pasta, sauces, soups, paper products. Then I reached the snacks. There was everything from pretzels to popcorn. What were the best ones to keep our customers drinking lemonade? I grabbed a bag of tortilla chips and the saltiest pretzels I could find. As I headed for the registers to meet Mom and Shelley, a chill swept over me, even though I was nowhere near the freezer section. I stopped and looked around. People were going about their shopping like nothing was happening. They didn't appear to be cold, but hypothermia attacked my body. The chill spread through my insides. I backed up a few steps, hoping that it would disappear. Coldness enveloped my every move, no matter which direction I went in. I was in shorts and a t-shirt because it was almost 80 degrees outside, but I was shaking and goosebumps rose on my body. Instinctively, I dropped the bags of snacks and pulled the brim of my hat over my eyes. Then I hugged myself tightly to try to warm up. Why was I so cold? A scratching noise destroyed my eardrums, the sound that someone makes when they claw their fingernails along a chalkboard. Shriek! Oh, I broke my bear hug to cover my ears. My body cringed as the sound started, then stopped, then started, then stopped. Where was this sound coming from? Did anyone else hear this? No one was reacting like they had heard it. Right then, my worst nightmare showed up at the wrong time. Johnny from school walked by the aisle I was standing in. He saw me. My eyes met his as Johnny pointed and laughed hysterically at me. "Aw, everything okay?" he teased. Why did he always pick on me? It felt like school during the summertime. This was supposed to be my break from him. What was he going to do? Put me in the cooler with the milk and the eggs? But for once, I was fortunate. He was with his family. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have tormented me more. His dad knocked him lightly in the head to stop his comments, and they kept walking out of sight. Shriek! There it was again. I wasn't really sure what to do, but Mom and Ed always encouraged me to be braver. So against my own will, I lifted the brim of my hat above my eyes and walked toward the noise. I reached the end cap of the aisle, which was filled with bags of potato chips. I really had no idea what I was about to see. I hoped that someone's faulty grocery cart was out of control, crashing into things in the aisle. Yes, that was what was going to be it. What was I so worried about? We're at the grocery store, with people around. None of them are nervous. Then I saw what was causing the sound. I stopped dead. There it was, a cane unlike any I'd ever seen before. It was black, with weird designs engraved into the shaft. It was tall, with a roundish top that looked like a skull to hold onto. The bottom tapered to a point sharp enough to shred my bones like paper. I pushed my head deeper into the display of potato chips, pressing my face against the plastic packaging. From this angle, I could still see around the corner with actually getting closer. Black boots with metal straps came into view. With each step, the boots jingled like Santa Claus's bag at Christmas. But this didn't feel like my favorite holiday. It felt more like Halloween. Slowly, my eyes wandered upward. Black pants, a long, hanging trench coat, a bright red glove grasping the top of the cane. My heart raced. My body trembled, and I opened my eyes as wide as I possibly could. I didn't want to look up any further. I didn't want whoever this was to be staring back at me, waiting for me to come around the corner. I'd been brave enough for one day. I'd peeked at something scary, but that was it for me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't look anymore. I hid my eyes under the brim of my hat again and tucked my head back into the chips. Deep breath after deep breath escaped from my mouth, like I was hyperventilating. I tried to compose myself. Sweat dripped. Chills continued. I hated how scared I was all the time. I needed to get myself calm before Mom or Shelley saw me. Maybe I should have run. What if this person was coming my way? I tried to get myself back to normal by thinking happy thoughts. The lemonade stand again, my mom, Shelley, my books, my video games. Breathe, RJ. I couldn't focus. Everything around me was spinning. I felt like I was outside my body. This can't be real. Everything's going to be fine. Something grabbed me. I closed my eyes and screamed at the top of my lungs. That's the end of Chapter 2.